Have you ever wondered why some people act in certain ways? Understanding human behavior can be complex and influenced by a variety of factors, such as upbringing, genetics, and personal experiences. By delving into the psychology behind these actions, we can gain insight into the motivations and reasoning behind different behaviors. Only enter your life when you're ready. Most are at risk and disappear when things are going well, but the pain is still present. The truth is that as we get older, loneliness and the people who want meaningful relationships can give people easy ways to control us. It's important to be cautious and discerning when allowing others into our lives, as not everyone has good intentions. Building strong connections with those who truly care about us can help protect us from manipulation and harm. Remember, quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. And abuse of the mind. But it doesn't have to look this way in this video, looking at 7 important parts of Please Assist Everyone in Their Later Years. Years wants to know if you want to look out for your mental health and get better, take charge of your life, and be at peace for the rest of your life, and honor, then you need to watch this. Learn how to stop without looking. I'm terrified of those who are solely interested in stealing. Take advantage of your weakness, getting away from the unseen chains. Every day we strive to make other people happy. It's not always straightforward to face the truth, but important. Have you ever felt like it doesn't matter how much you give? Enough is said, or perhaps you're still sitting there. Thanks for finally recognizing your sacrifices, which will be talked about. We'll ask tough questions and more, discuss how important it is to keep a safe distance, avoid negative individuals, regardless of the circumstances, their family, and they talk about how holding on to the past can keep you from embracing the present moment. Life is fleeting. To spend time with people who drain your energy or make you miss times that have already passed. Stay with us until the end, because these events alter lives. These ideas will empower you. You are in charge of your own happiness. Establish boundaries and adhere to them. Follow your own rules, and don't forget the final part. Advice that makes you question a habit. Many individuals are reluctant to discuss it. Huge effect on your overall. Sign up here. You won't want to miss this. I suggest that if you haven't already, sign up for and enable Ring the Bell to ensure you don't miss any videos. Thanks for your help. If you enjoyed this video, please consider helping me keep spreading the good. If you enjoy the lessons, please share them with others. The first thing you should do is never trust anyone who comes near you without question. This may seem like a challenging truth to you, but it gets even worse with age. Don't trust everyone without a doubt. Important as we age, loneliness often creeps in, and the desire for it gets easier to make meaningful relationships. Intensely, we long for company, for someone who will share in our listening to our stories and learn from them. Even though this desire can sometimes make our weak spots, leaving us open to people who don't always have the best goals, it's very sad. But not every person who comes into your life is. Have you ever encountered someone who is there to assist you? How some people seem to be drawn to you. They turn toward you when you're weak, arrive promptly when you require assistance, but as soon as they can see you again, it's almost as if they were never there. It hurts to be there in the first place. Truth, but these people know exactly how to prey about your feelings and They know how to take advantage of risks, use your kindness against you, and take advantage of your flaws. They are so valuable. It's challenging to accept this because it comes naturally to trust other people, especially when you're ready to connect. Consider that family member or friend who always comes through when you're down, but appears all of a sudden when life starts. It looks better. Have you ever asked? Ask yourself why that happens. In fact, a lot of these people only care about what they can get. It could be your money after all, requests, or sometimes it's just the don't always be suspicious of others. peace of mind that comes from knowing they hold her. They love having some form of power over you. How much do you depend on knowing when you're most weak? You're less likely to say no. But here's the thing, you don't have to live your life. You don't need to close if someone is consistently not trusting you. Clear the path for those who need to move aside. You need to develop a more critical eye. Being able to say no when necessary is crucial. Keep what's important to you safe. I pray for your safety, peace and honor. I know we all want to, but it's hard. Have faith that people mean well. I understand their concern, but life has taught me that those who don't deserve our blindness believe that the more vigilant you are, the more. More importantly, you'll maintain your mental health. You'll start to see through. There are people who want to use your trust, and being kind will help you avoid getting involved in bad events. They steal the peace you deserve. Enjoy your last years without any regrets. You should be able to trust people, but who is smart enough to ask when? It doesn't feel right now. Let's now discuss the second component. Don't live your life to make other people happy. I know this is important to you and your family. Hard to accept that for years you've probably dedicated yourself to your kids and your partner always. Putting their needs ahead of your own is what it means. It was your responsibility to take care of them. Be there for them even when they don't need you. But here's the truth. This push to always live up to their standards doesn't go away with age, it gets even stronger. You start to feel as though it's not love. What makes you valuable is what you can do. Still do it for them, but let me tell you, this isn't love. It's not. It's a jail system that measures your value. You always think about why, even after giving, you still feel so much like yourself. It's not satisfying, leaving you empty or even angry. It doesn't matter how much you give. People will always want more, expect from you, and while you keep going, giving up your time, money, and even maintaining your health to make others happy is important. Who is taking care of you the most? The truth is that no one will unless you do a lot. People in your family may see you as an endless source of emotional, financial, and practical help. They don't hesitate to confide in you. Sometimes you can even achieve what you desire. What do you get from being kind? If you return too often, it only leads to fatigue and a lack of thanks. If you are still seeing this video and find these lessons helpful, please leave a review below. Please let me know that you are still here. With me, this doesn't mean you shouldn't neglect your family, but it is important. You need to change your perspective on things. When you re-examine yourself, you find yourself in a certain stage of life where you're happy. Your dreams and well-being should matter, at least as much as those of you already know the people around you. You've given so much, and now it's time to start living, because you don't feel guilty for wanting to put yourself in such a situation. For once, they will show you their love. They will get it, and if they don't, then it's not your fault. It's time to escape the shackles of constant repetition. You deserve to live a life that makes other people happy. Spending the last few years of your life focused on brings you happiness and satisfaction without feelings of guilt and fear. Take a moment to get your life and peace back. And your honor. The truth is that it's hard to accept, but for many families, the perception of older people is negative, a never-ending source of feelings. They get cash and practical help from me. I depend on you and expect you to always be there for them, and a lot of the time, they do not be afraid to abuse that role. Don't appreciate your kindness, and what do you get back more often? Most of the time, it's just out of gratitude. There's no need to feel bad. This can be really painful, especially after spending a lot of years giving a lot of yourself. But the truth is that you're now at a point in important things in your life. You need to look for happiness. Go after the things you've always done. They wish they could do it but never had the time, or you need to have the guts to do it. Know that there's no reason to feel bad about having to pay attention. You deserve this because you've worked hard for it. You have so much love and energy. Your assistance to those around you is greatly appreciated. It's time to leave those behind. Hidden chains if your family really understands the change, if they love you, and pay attention. If they don't, that's your inability to give up is not your fault. Well-being to meet the never-ending needs of other people. Your health must now be your number one goal, is to stop living your life only for the good of other people. You've already discussed it extensively. It's time for you to start staying away from people who are negative for you. Do you not want to live your life for yourself now? Without fear or guilt. This isn't being greedy. Being greedy is self-preservation. This is the only way to ensure your survival, your last years in peace and happiness. Now let's talk about one of the hardest and one of the most important pieces of advice. I shouldn't be afraid to leave dangerous people behind. People, even if they're in your family. I know this is a difficult one. Been taught to think that family is everything, no matter what. When something happens, we need to maintain peace. The family is at peace, but at what cost? How many times have you experienced this? To hurt someone's feelings or even shame because someone told you that the harsh truth is that family comes first. Sometimes, what you love the most is the most important thing. You can take care of yourself by leaving it. The rudeness doesn't matter. A child or grandchild who only wants to see you when they need something, or even someone who consistently treats you poorly. I care more about your mental and emotional health. This bond is more important than any blood bond. Society or your morals deceive you to believe that old age is a time to accept everything as it comes. However, maintaining harmony is crucial. Now is the time for you to look for peace. You can use it to make friends. Try to find peace. Bring you happiness and comfort instead of stress and pain. Imagine the possibilities of your life. It would appear if you began to set clear lines to show how much more. Imagine the tranquility of your days if you could stay away from people who drain you, your hab, or take away your hab. Get back in charge of your happiness. There is no longer any time for you to spend money on people who don't care about you. The years you still have left are valuable, and they should be spent in the being with people who make you feel calm and joy. Old age is not a time to swallow bitter pills just to stay cooperative. Now is the time to look for real. It brings peace to spend time with others. Who makes you feel good? Start making changes in your life to set limits and what to do when you stay away from people who hurt you. This could be the key to regaining control, taking care of your happiness, and remembering that you deserve to take care of your mental health. Enjoy your last years in comfort. Love and care are all around them, not in them. Stress keeps you in a constant state of chaos. Your health should always come first. They have no time left. Spend your money on people who make you feel bad. Always try to ruin your happiness. Now is the time to live your life. Put what matters most first, your peace of mind. It's time to take action for your happiness and health. Enjoy your own company and take your time. Having only people around you who really care about you and bring you good things into your life. Don't forget that your health comes first. First and foremost, it is your duty, no one else's. No one has the right to keep anything. You stuck in a bad relationship. Regardless of their identity, you are in control. Stop hoping to be noticed. Ability to leave and keep the fourth aspect is the health of the mind and emotions. Advice might be hard to follow. Acceptance is important for your inner peace. Peace. Stop expecting other people to understand. For what you've done, I know this can be a challenging journey to endure. You've probably made a lot of mistakes in your life. Give up things for your kids. Partner with your friends who always believe one day they will realize just how much you've given, so express your gratitude to them. But the grim truth is that not often does this happen. Unmet expectations can erode your soul if you ever let them. You found yourself thinking about all the ways you've discreetly assisted others in the hopes that someone would say thank you, and how many times has that happened? Sincere thanks will never come the way. The sad truth is that the praise you seek makes you happy. You sculpt the hands of others, weak and hoping to be validated through what they say or do. And when they don't get it, thanks. The anger and sadness can start to grow inside you and become long-term anger about what's important to recognize that the things you sacrifice have no lasting impact. They lose value simply because they are gone. I had not realized the value of your actions. It does not depend on someone else's acknowledgement of your kindness. Kindness, love, and these other things are part of it. They know who you are, and only that gives them that. But if you really want to find peace, if there is no need, you must let go. You must halt for external confirmation, waiting for other people to agree with, or I really value your work, especially now. When you're old and time is too far, it's valuable to waste time waiting for something that might never come if you are. You can still watch this video and find them. If you found the lessons helpful, please leave a review below. Please let me know that you are still here. For me, the key to happiness is letting go of that hope that some people may never fully understand. Thank you for everything you've done for them, and it's okay. Your life shouldn't be defined by how others see you or seek pride rather than praise or satisfaction in knowing you did something. Find happiness and pride because you care and want to help. Let that be enough. Once you get away from seeking approval from others, you open up. There is a method to achieve a greater sense of harmony with yourself. Self-worth. Don't forget that you don't need anyone. Someone else has already proven your worth. Keep that power inside of you. Recognizing that praise might not come doesn't make you less valuable. Work doesn't mean that what you've done wasn't necessary or had no point. Instead, it means that you are deciding to free yourself from the invisible webs of what other people think, giving you more freedom to live a real life you've already lived. So it's time to start living. Take pride in everything you own. Finished making all the sacrifices you've made. I appreciate the love you've shared, but keep in mind that your value is not determined by whether others acknowledge its power. I have always felt important inside. You can claim it and hold it. The fifth piece of advice might be challenging to follow, to hear, but it may be the most change-making. Stop using your age as an excuse. This is a compelling argument against change. Many people find it difficult to believe the truth. How many times have you heard someone say something? You may have even told yourself, "I'm too old." That, whether it's to learn something new, get rid of undesirable habits, or make room for your own happiness. People frequently use age in novel and inventive ways as a barrier or an easy reason to stay the same. But hear the truth. There's always a lot of people who think it's time for change. There's no longer any room for deep, important thoughts. Changes can occur in how you describe yourself. Think, act, or live. But don't believe is a dangerous myth that keeps people in people who are feeling like giving up. Instead of rebirth, old age can be one of the most important times. As you get older, you learn new things, a different point of view and a better understanding of what's important in life. You've gained knowledge over the years that younger people just don't yet have. But that knowledge is only useful if you dare to use it. Consider all the potential chances you might have missed. You believed it was too late. How many dreams were put aside? How many adventures remained unexplored? You've never felt loved because you made up your mind that those things were no more for you. The real tragedy is not in living longer, but in the boundaries that we put on ourselves because of our age. What few people would say that getting older is a beneficial thing. It lets you see things in a way that only time can help you understand better. Consider what brings you joy and what's not about being too old. You need to understand that you can change. Any time in your life, whether you're 60, 70, 80 or more, the only thing that truly matters is you. Accepting change can be challenging, especially if you've lived for a while. But once you take note of this truth, it's also when you stop letting go that you become free. Don't let your age prevent you from achieving success, the chance to seize new opportunities. Wonderful times and happiness you'll never forget. You're too old to pursue changes in your life, to start over with your life or find new dreams. They're not based on your years. You can contemplate them for as long as you want. Who is prepared to test those thoughts, getting in the way of your growth and learning and living fully instead of seeing you? If you perceive age as a barrier, consider viewing it as an opportunity, a starting point for new opportunities, because as long as you're living, you still have endless possibilities for changes to occur, regardless of their size. It doesn't matter how big or small. Add some real spice to your life. The number of years is not the limit. However, from your perspective, you have experienced life. Think back to those years when you were free. We are stepping out of the mindset of that age. Stockiness forces you to open up. Welcome to a world filled with fresh opportunities. Your age is not a problem. It's something that can assist you. Get through life with the knowledge and truth that can only be found through time. It can be hard to follow the 6 piece of advice. Even more so, as the years pass, don't hold on to the past like it's yours. Only a little haven sadness can make us feel better and remind us of fond memories and good times. But when we let ourselves live in, we run the risk of the past and the present being locked up in our memories. While those memories are definitely worth something, they shouldn't be what drives you. Behind the way we live our lives now, how many times have you caught yourself? I remember things being better back then. I felt better before, that's for sure. You might feel safe, but it can be dangerous if it changes the way you think that way. The feeling of desire for the past is seductive. It makes you want to think that the best times of your best years are behind you. But the truth is, by not letting go of the past enough, close yourself off to the beauty, growth, and the chances that are still ahead. The gift might not be perfect, but there is no doubt about it. It is real. Right now, and that makes it very helpful if you spend too much time looking back and being sad about what has already happened. You might miss the life you still have ahead of you. You don't live as fully as you could. One of the best ways to do that is to be of the valuable time you still have. The past is important, but the future is more important. Still has hope. Don't let the comfort of your memories keep you grounded from making new experiences, which is to keep things in check. Honor your past without letting it shape or limit your current. Enjoy the current moment, because it's all you really have. You'll find that life still has so much to offer you for a high price. Time to think about things that have already happened takes away your chance to live in the moment. Take a moment to appreciate what's still present. Move forward. It's a waste of time. Things change in life, and you've left while the times you've spent in the past are valuable and important. Now it's time to pay attention in the direction of making new memories. Discover new things that bring you joy and you in ways you might not have before. Thought that you are not only defined by the environment also shapes what you remember. You make decisions and take actions. Use the remaining time you have. Watch this video still and find, did you find these lessons helpful? Please complete the 3 steps below to let me know how you are. I am still with you, no matter how tempting it may be. It could be to remember the good times of the past. You need to tell yourself that those times have already done their reason. They did what they did. They have shaped who you are today. No longer the present problem now is to find happiness and purpose in what can you still do in your current life. Today, what you see and feel will bring you joy. Don't let longing for the past get you down, was blocking your view of the potential of life. Life is full of possibilities. Surprise you, but only if you let them, to see them with fresh eyes. Do you want to remain trapped in what has happened? Try not to masturbate every day. Have you passed, or do you see the possibilities? The seventh piece of advice is to try new things. Talking about help might feel awkward. However, it's important to remember that masturbating is not acceptable. Every day, even though this might be a subject, there are many topics that people find uncomfortable discussing. Masturbation in public, when done in moderation, is a beneficial part of life. It can help you deal with stress and make you feel better when it turns into a daily or unbreakable habit. It could be a sign of a deeper wish to get away from feelings of loneliness, or even if you're unhappy with your life. Have you ever considered the reasons behind your feelings? The need to masturbate every day. The action stems from a desire to satisfy, to fill a hole in your heart, or from having worry and anger about what looks like a short-term or quick fix. Over time, comfort can turn into a vicious cycle of instant satisfaction. In that moment, you may start to look for, you are searching for something more profound and significant. Links with other people and even with yourself. While the act itself may bring short-term comfort, it's important to: do you really want to answer this? What causes you to feel that way, or is it something else? Merely giving a short distraction from them getting everything in balance. Your sexual health and other aspects of your life are important. Important for having a full life and meaningfully when masturbation changes into a way to avoid dealing with bigger problems. It could take away your chance to participate in better mental growth. The truth is that as we age, it's becoming increasingly crucial. Try to find balance in everything, part of life, and this includes how we take care of our mental and physical needs. Masturbating every day while giving short-term comfort can wear off over time. Your energy is making you feel alone and sometimes disconnected. It can even put space between you and intimacy. Relationships are replacing deeper connections, making ties that last satisfaction when we depend too much on something that makes you feel good, like masturbation. It's easy to forget about others. There are profoundly fulfilling methods to nurture our feelings, health, and well-being, rather than why you are solely seeking pleasure in this manner. Not look into a range of things that can make you happy and grateful. Simple things to do, like walking, reading after hobbies, or even having substantive talks with friends, can last longer. These events can bring you happiness, help you reconnect with the world around you, and give you mental support. Without having the bad effects of compulsive habits, reducing the frequency of your masturbation is crucial. You enable the discovery of new opportunities, types of happiness and pleasure. These forms might be more balanced and rich. Making things more enjoyable and living holistically doesn't mean letting go of things. Not masturbation, but making sure that it's still an important part of living a healthy life, in order to keep it from becoming a getaway route that keeps you from bigger sources of happiness and real making emotional ties, and finding that a stronger sense of balance can enhance your happiness. And as we approach the end of our planned life, watch this video and give it some thought. Everything we've talked about since learning, ensure the safety of your mental health. Getting away from the chains of expectations, accepting change no matter what, of age to find peace in every area. What has struck a chord with you in your life? We want to know what you've done the most. I have learned so far. Could you please tell me one more thing? This video will be useful for you. Please share in the comments how you use this in your life. Below, remember the real change starts the moment we put what we've. Please let us know if you enjoyed this video. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Check out our YouTube feed for more videos. It inspires you to strive for a better life. Remember, real change starts the moment we put what we've learned into action. Let us know how you plan to incorporate this into your life and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember to share, like, and subscribe for more inspirational videos on our YouTube feed.